We are live. This is probably the weirdest live we've ever done in a while. Or ever. Or ever. This is a live that is starting. Okay, now there are people joining. I was starting to lose faith in the audience, in the people who watch this channel. Why is there no one, no one watching? So welcome. We are talking about the coaches today. Serious stuff. Because since Kaizer Chiefs, since we last won a cup, which was in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, under Stuart Baxter, we have not won anything with anyone out of all the coaches who have come. They've all come and gone, and ngifuna sikhulume and talk about it because usually I make these videos where it's just me talking and then I respond to my comments if I respond. So now, I hope I don't break anything. So I want you to also comment, guys, my comments, and have a live interaction because there are different opinions on all these coaches. People have different opinions on each of the coaches and how they did for Chiefs. So maybe you might have a different opinion because some people might say that, hey, Chiefs made a bad decision by hiring all those coaches. All those coaches were plumbers. But there might be someone who might actually look at that and say, no, not really. All the coaches were good. There's another problem at play with Kaizer Chiefs. So I want us to just have that conversation and actually see Uguti. Are we past that stage? Are we not making the same mistake? Because if you remember the video that I made yesterday, for those of you who watched yesterday's video, which is a very few people, you realize that we're talking about how Chiefs confirmed to Pobim Town confirmed that they never said anything to Pietermaritzburg. They never contacted him. And if you've been following this thing closely, you will also remember that this is not the first time. This is not the first time that Chiefs have actually rejected an opportunity to sign Upito. I'm not saying they rejected him. I'm saying they rejected an opportunity to sign Upito. So they did not take an opportunity to sign Upito twice. So now the question is, why would a team not sign a coach available, a coach like Pietermaritzburg? I'm just going to use my phone to read the comments when they come in because when I look that side, it's more distracting. So another thing, obviously, that I want us to talk about, Uguti, from all of these coaches, starting with Ukompela, because he was the first one who didn't win anything. Which of the coaches, when they were appointed, you knew from the get-go that, nah, this was a no-go zone? Because there are coaches which, or who, should I say, we thought, you know what, there might be a potential here, but then it ended up not materializing. For example, I will tell you, when Gavin Hunt was appointed, and when I heard Ugutu Gavin Hunt was being linked with the Chiefs, in my mind, I said, you know what? We might have a chance here, because at that time, 2020, my brain was like, we have not won anything, mate. We have not won anything in a long time. So I think it does make sense for us to go for a coach who has won something. So when then Gavin Hunt was linked with the Chiefs, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this any day, twice on Sundays. And then it so happened that despite the fact that he had won things with other teams, at Chiefs, it didn't even last a single season. Now, that's a very, very, very big deal. Like, not lasting a season, guys, being Gavin Hunt and not winning anything. And yes, there will be debate of, would he have won the Champions League if they'd let him coach against Pito? Because coming against Pito, a coach like Gavin Hunt would have known, you know what, I'm going to defend, because that's what he was doing the whole tournament. We're winning these games gamma counter, and we actually were struggling in the PSL because the teams that we were playing against in the PSL were more afraid of Chiefs than Chiefs were afraid of them. So Chiefs were sitting, but now the style of Gavin Hunt, and these other teams are like, we're playing Chiefs, so we're not just gonna go out guns blazing and attack Chiefs. So he was struggling here, But when he played in Africa in the Champions League, the teams were like, we're bigger than Chiefs, or they thought some of them are bigger than Chiefs, like Al Ahly. But then in playing against the Chiefs and not being conserved, they were leaving spaces behind, and then we could hit them on counters. By the way, please do like the video. Please do like the video. It helps me to get more subscribers, watchers, whatever. It helps me reach. Yeah, it helps me reach more people like you. I haven't done live streams in a while, so forgive me. So I do think that starting in the 2020, now I'm mixing this whole thing up. Starting with Gavin Hunt, that's the coach. Mina personally, I thought we had a chance. I thought, you know what, we could do something, and we almost did. We almost did something with Gavin Hunt. But now the question is, if you look at other coaches, if we now do it in proper order, what were your thoughts starting with Steve Komphela when he was appointed after Stuart Baxter left? Before we go there, what were your thoughts about Steve Komphela being appointed? The other question is, what did you make of Chiefs letting Stuart Baxter go? I'm not talking about the second time. I'm talking about the first time. You remember, Guti, he had won a league in that season and then he left. So my question to you is, what logic was it in your head for them to let Stuart Baxter go? Because some people will say, Vele, he wasn't playing our football, so he was playing Marketas Pegan. So Vele, it made sense, even though we're winning, but we're winning not in a way that we wanted to win. But other people will say, but we were winning, which is better now. The winning that we're having at that time, or this which we have right now, which is nothing really. So I can't say this that we have right now. So which one was better? Was it better to just keep him and keep on winning? Or maybe they should have had a conversation with him to say, listen, Stuart, we can see that you are winning things for us, but what we want from you is for you to actually now start adding flair into your play. I mean, you are winning here. It's a good league for you. You are making good money. So really, there is no need for you to leave. Because think about it. Stuart Baxter is not, or was not, and was never an elite coach, to be honest, right? Because if he was elite and he was demanded by other places, then he wouldn't have left the Chiefs and gone to Abo Odisha, and he would have, because if you look at where he went after Chiefs, there is Odisha, which almost got them relegated. There is Bafana, there is SuperSport. So really, all those other teams, the only team that I can say paid him more than the Chiefs is Bafana, because, well, it's the national team. But also there's a possibility that Bafana did not pay more than Chiefs. So now I'm like, why was the reason for him to leave? Because I doubt it was the money. Yes, some people leave because, they want to experience other things. But come on. People by nature, they just love a comfort zone. And why would you leave a league where you are winning? Why would you leave a league where you have a potential of doing something special with a team like Chiefs? So for me, and to me, I really don't understand why Chiefs, why he left. I'm not saying I wanted him to stay. I'm just saying I did not understand why he left. Once again, today is one of those days where, well, it's not one of those days. This is probably the only stream that I've done since, it's a second stream in 2 weeks, but there are no comments. People are not saying anything. Anyways, if you're enjoying this video, do like the video, because now we move to we are going to make it a very short video. Okay, so they fired to Baxter Hambela, and then they go to Komphela in. Komphela, who made also other interesting claims, because he said things like, no coach from other teams were talking to the club, and there were even talks. People were saying this. I'm not saying this. I'm saying I'm saying that this was said by Hunt as well when he was at Chiefs. He said that there was a player who was kind of pimping. He was a spy for another team, but he was playing for Kaizer Chiefs. And people have hypothesized and say it's Yandakulu. I do not know how true those things are, but people are throwing these rumors out there. But whoever it was, apparently the other coaches, the other teams knew the starting 11 before the starting 11 was made known to the public. And the only way they could have known that, it was because there was a player who was spying. So now it makes me wonder, Uguti, how true is that? Like, and how would it work really? Were they giving them money, right? Because if Besho Njalo, that's the reason why they are saying Kompela lost one of the finals, because someone spied inside the Kaizer Chiefs dressing room and then told the other team, and then Chiefs ended up losing the final because of that. And now one has to wonder, what if Kompela had won those finals? What if Kompela had won against TS Galaxy? It was going to be a completely different story, because now he would have won something and people wouldn't have said Agaham. So it's interesting. Our analyst is saying, let's like the video, please, guys. Yes, please like the video. And also comment because someone asked me angenza my live stream. So now I'm saying here and there because what's this thing? Because ngifuna interact nani. But if abantu benga interacting my comments my live streams ngizobuyela kuma video. Zobuyela kuma video because ngikhuluma ngedwa. It's weird when I talk to myself knowing ukuthi it's not a pre-recorded video, it's a live. Ausanel is asking below, my old friend, how true are those allegations? You know what? I would say they are not true. But now the thing is, now two people have said it, because no Gavin Hunt said the same thing. Uguti, there were players who were snitching, right? And then Kompela said the same thing. So now two coaches have said the same thing. And then that makes me think, I mean, it's not like this was reported by Kickoff. No, there's literally an interview where Gavin Hunt says that Uguti, that thing happened. Let me see if I didn't bookmark it on my Twitter here, because I remember very well, Uguti, that video was there, and the man is talking, and it does reveal, Uguti, no, this thing happened. They were, is this him? No, I can't find it. If I find it, maybe I will play the video. Oh, I found it. Let me do this. Let me screen play this video. I'm going to show you the video now. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. Hope I don't get a copyright strike. I will show you the video now. Please just bear with me. But basically what this video says, Gavin Hunt, he says that one of his players got a phone call from a coach. Like, imagine that. He says one of his players got a phone call from a coach. So if one of his players, like as a coach himself, got a call, and then apparently that player get told to Gavin Hunt would listen, there is a coach who just called me and he wants me to snitch on you. He wants me to reveal your tactics or our weaknesses or what's our game plan and stuff like that for a brown envelope. But that player apparently, or should I say clearly, was a real one, because he did not go out and snitch on Gavin Hunt, but instead he went and told Gavin Hunt, listen, there is someone, welcome, welcome. I we played ngizokhuluma nawe no Sanele ngoba abanye abafowethu bathuli abangikhulumisi ngizokhuluma sikhuluma manje because sisakhuluma ngocoach ukuthi was there sabotage, and since that's the case, Gavin Hunt has come out and he said that one of his players got a call from one of the coaches, right? Basically asking indaba yokuthi abasnitche on Gavin Hunt. And these things, Coach Bayatula, they don't talk about it, because even Gavin Hunt himself, he doesn't necessarily reveal which coach it was, but it does reveal there is a coach who definitely called him. And mina I'm the type of guy, my friend Uchele always says I am too innocent, because I would like to believe there's no such, but the thing is there are way too many things that end up pointing that direction actually it happens. Because I think I was watching another interview Katan Malisela. It wasn't actually an interview, it was this Gavin Hunt, maybe another team needs promotion, then they will call you and say, listen, throw this game or whatever, and then if you do that, Guti, you are going to get some money. And then we are Guti, now you must focus because you must prioritize your team because that's who you work for. Okay, now
every single day, today, before this game, one of my players got a phone call from a coach. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So how do you expect me? I just do my thing and I just keep going. The players are honest with me, they tell me, and then we just get on with it. I say, listen, keep going. What can I do? I can't fight. I don't have any money.
Huh? You can report to the PSL?
It's no good reporting people to the PSL. There's a man upstairs, my friend. He'll punish you.
So as you can hear, Vele, coach is saying that one of his players, when he was still at Vets, got a call from a coach. So now Gavin Hunt was at Vets like 9 years ago. It's a long time ago, but still, it's something that was happening with PSL, which makes me say, who is to doubt then Uguti this thing actually happened with Chiefs if they say it did happen? Because now, So again, Steve Kompela naye has the same claim ukuthi kwakunalento le. So now you have one coach talking about manipulation or sabotage, should I say? But now there's another factor. Who's this guy? Gavin Hunt. You wonder if he was also sabotaged in a way. But it's weird for me to say he was sabotaged, because think about it. If Gavin Hunt was sabotaged in his tenure at Kaizer Chiefs, why were the players winning in Africa and losing Gui League? That is why I'm saying, I think we're losing Gui League because teams were set and they were scared and they were not attacking Chiefs. But in Africa, we were winning because teams were attacking us and we were getting them on counters, right? But now, Ega Solinas, I made a video about him, Uguti, but there was no good reason why they actually went to Landa Usolinas. And then when it comes to bringing back Umintindorp, it was desperate times calling for desperate measures at that time with the Chiefs. And when bringing Gavin Hunt, it was still desperation because they were still like, oh my days, we lost the league on the last day of the league. So now we must find someone who can win us something. And then they knew Gavin Hunt could win things, but then it didn't win anything with Chiefs. And then what we were left with was to panic again and say, you know what, let's find another coach who has won something for Chiefs. In fact, let's find the coach who last won something for Chiefs, which in this case was Stuart Baxter. And they did, but the problem is he was an ex for a reason. So, yeah. Uitumeleng is saying, how are communications with Pito going, Bill? Oh, there are no communications. Pito is going to Saudi. And Lupobim Town did say Guti, they didn't talk to Pito. So Pito is not coming to Chiefs. Now we can put that to rest. And yeah, sadly, it's not happening. Some of us were hoping for that. Well, it sucks. It really does suck. Umpumelelo Nyoga is saying one of the strangest things in the football world are similarities between Chiefs and Man United. Their history and current situation. That is so true. And the fan base as well, Umpumelelo, because Chiefs have a very big fan base. Man United, a very big fan base. In terms of success, United, very, very, very successful. You look at Chiefs, very, very successful. But now, a series of, because with United, since they changed from say Alex Ferguson to the coaches that they appointed afterwards, since they did that, things have just gone downhill. With the Chiefs, since Kaizer Chiefs Senior has been like, let my sons run this thing, the success of the team has also kind of gone down. So those things do match very between us and United. So it's unfortunate, but it's happening. Uthi Itumeleng and the striker we're scouting, Robert Polievka. You know what? I heard this thing, Polievka, before, but now Chiefs said they are not signing anyone. And at this point, Gulo January, I'm glad the transfer window is closing, because I won't be making videos about transfer news because there won't be many. And I actually hate doing those things, because you end up looking like a guy who's always lying on YouTube. And all I ever wanted on YouTube was to just have a platform where we can talk about football with other people. Like, that's all I ever wanted. But then you get dragged into transfer news, and then you start talking about transfer news. But we're not there. So Sekteni Windabaga Polivievka, if Chiefs signs anyone, that will be in June, because even it is key times, they published an article saying Chiefs and Uppington team they said that they had signed him. Only for Chiefs, for Kaizer to come out and say, nope, we have not signed the player, this is a lie. And then there was another journalist who posted and said Chiefs have come to an agreement with Ukeletso Magalwa, only for the SD to come out and say, nope, that is not true. Which I don't believe him still, because as I've always said, Minuguti, if it's Latuma, I know Latuma is likely lying. Those guys lie. But if it's Itiski Times, I trust them, Shem. Most of the times when they publish isn't, or they are true. So I doubt they're lying. But if they are, well, I don't know, or they got it wrong. So we will see what happens. But realistically, if Chiefs are to sign anyone, that will be in June. Oh my days, my stream is so delayed and behind. This is not it. Ha ha ha. Is it lagging or something? There is something that is not happening here. I wanna check what happened.
Every single day.
I want to remove
today,
this so that
before
it
this
doesn't
game.
play anymore. Ivan, because I see something that was supposed to play like a minute or 2 minutes ago, but it's only playing now. I played Uti. He's Chiefs the Man United. Imagine the pain of supporting both Chiefs and Man United right now. It must be the worst feeling in the world, because these men were giants. They still are giants, but they're just, sleeping giants. So please do like the video. Please do like the video. And then Given is saying, oh no, before Given, Played is saying Chiefs and Man United. Right. Okay. And then the next comment comes from Given, who's saying Johnson's downfall will be that Gonzalez. I heard they opting on signing that Polievka guy in favor of Gonzalez. Well, if they do, I won't be surprised, because I mean, the man has played half a season and I can give him all the excuses, but he hasn't scored. But then again, guys, I speaking of United, United signed a striker, Rasmus Højlund, right? And he was scoring goals with Champions League when United was still in the Champions League. And then what happened with him is the fact that, well, he came to Man United and United are shaking. So he started misfiring. Well, he was misfiring in the league. But when he finally scored in the league, he scored a goal, then he scored back-to-back. Because I think he scored a brace against Tottenham. And he had scored a goal before that. Was it a brace against Tottenham or one goal? I think it was one goal against Tottenham. But he's capable. A player who's capable of scoring. But since the team is not set up in a proper way, even a good player who has potential ended up looking bad. But maybe if they see what even in training Gonzalez is not showing up and they end up choosing another striker, then I would say by all means, because at the end of the day, if you're a foreigner playing for Chiefs, it's not just about we can say, we'll give you another season because you know, you are young or whatever. It's difficult being in a foreign country because you know that you are holding up space of other people who could be who are foreigners who could come and take your place. So Gonzalez, they are not doing themselves any favors. Mageto Music is saying, Pilo, what happens to CTAB? There are talks and now they are concrete because I think I saw it FIFA Post or Unplayable. I'm not sure which publication, but they were saying that eChiefs or Stebe rather is leaving eChiefs. In June, not now. It looks likely that he's going to Arrows or to Amazon, and I think there might be a surprise. I think Richards Bay might also get in that race because Vusmuzi, but Vusmuzi also likes playing abantu abancane. So I do think that Arrows might end up being the destination Steba Pelela kuyo or somewhere in Durban. If not, if Mamkize doesn't get relegated, but she won't, because Cape Town City are holding that position well enough. Unless they also get relegated because of all the laws, the rules they are breaking. And then who played the same Gonzalez ngeke akabuyele emuva siyabonga. Nikhathele uGonzalez. Nikhathele uGonzalez. No, I get it, Shem. Man hasn't scored. So I get it. I get it. And then the next one is Utumeleng was saying people should realize that tactics aren't the same. That is true. And then next one, Umpumelele is saying strikers are not the problem at Chiefs. I want to see them miss first, then we can say they are bad players. I say, I will always, this is what I always say. Me, a striker, I will ultimately judge them based on how many clear-cut chances they're missing. Even not clear-cut chances, even half chances. How many half chances are you missing? Because, well, then we're talking about you missing a chance now, aren't we? But if we're just going to talk about you just not scoring, based on what? Ne? Based on what? We were watching in Namibia manje, and we were watching Peter Shalulile being made to look average. But why was he looking average? Because the man was not getting supply. It was no longer like what happens when he's at Sundowns. Those men, they cook and then you figure core. So I don't think that it makes any sense for us to say we can just judge a striker based on we can just judge a striker based on not scoring. You are not scoring, but where's the supply? Where's the supply? So the sick judge look how scoring. So I think it's a bit unfair, not a bit, a lot unfair to just say strikers suck while they are not getting any supply. So yeah, I'm adjusting my lighting. Ilanga liyahla manje. Next up is Itumeleng is saying, I hate those types of posts. I hate those type of posts. They always keep us as fan hyped up just to be embarrassed in the media. Yeah, that's a thing. Like throughout the transfer window, throughout like that thing, they will always talk about, oh, there's a signing this, there's a signing that, someone is getting signed to Chiefs, and then here you are thinking, oh yes, we are getting Umagalwa. Well, I wasn't excited about that. I wasn't, but they always make you think like that, Uguti. Oh yeah, the team is signing so and so. The next thing you know, uzwa sesilinkwe no Shalulile, you like aibo guys, kahleni, ushalulile kanjani. Itumeleng, yeah. Blade is saying, Pilo mfowethu kungcono ngoba iReal Madrid yawapholisa amanxeba. Blade, how do you do that though? How do you support two teams in Europe? I did it at first. I did support Liverpool and Barcelona. But then I was like, these teams meet in the Champions League. So I have to decide which one I really support. So I stuck with Liverpool. And also the admin of staying on a Sunday night at 10 to watch Barcelona play. I was like, I am fine, man. I was just, I don't know what happened. I think here's the thing with me. Another thing that made me not support Barcelona anymore is because the ukuthi nayo ngangi-adapter. There was never a time yokuthi I watched Barcelona play and I was like, yeah, not good they were bad because they're always great. It's just that, you know, ngikhule kungenagesi mina bengasifakeli lugesi, so I wasn't watching like European football. The one time that I watched European football, it was Liverpool playing in the Champions League about 2005 when they were doing those magical comebacks at Istanbul. Then I fell in love. But it wasn't that final. It was another game. And then I was like, yeah, I love Liverpool. At that time, I only knew Lucas Leiva. No. That's Chachi Petri. Yabola ma Petra moto, Chachi Petri le moto. Then you buga ball. This is screen seat. Makpili Petri. Run. But that's not the point. The point is, then there wasn't that attachment to Spanish football. So, and also because Spanish football, you can watch Barcelona play Mallorca. Barcelona, it's good football. Mallorca also plays. But man, it's not as competitive as watching Liverpool play Aston Villa or watch even Aston Villa play Newcastle. English football is more competitive. That's why I ended up loving them more. Anyways, let's move on from that. Tumeleng is saying, oh, sengifundilele. Who played? Gonzalez is Anthony Wemenu. As Anthony Bafetu, Anthony, one of the things that has wasted him is Uguti. Other players are just a victim of their price tags, ne? Because they valued him at 100 million. United signed Anthony for 100 million. He's a winger, a right winger. Liverpool, a few years earlier, they signed Salah for 33 million. Yeah, I'm correct. Is it 33 million? Yeah. Liverpool signs him for 33 million and they actually get more. They got money for the same amount of money. They got Van Dijk for 80 million and look what he has done for Liverpool. Now, with those kind of price tags, it makes people say, you know what? If you're going to come for this much money, you better deliver. So Anthony comes there. He's still getting used to English football. And all of a sudden, since this team is all over the place, every mistake that he makes is scrutinized. And and then Mancave is saying, Mpilo, do you think we could get more from Shin? I do. I think Umshini is one of those people who I don't even understand if he himself understands how great he is. Ne? I don't think Umshini realizes the potential that he has. And he's getting older and older. Well, we all are, but says Lulile Tene Lintwani potential. Mdala manje. Yabo Umshini is at the level Umdu is where Umshini was a few years ago, where we were looking at him and saying, oh, that boy has potential. But Umshini is still behaving in that manner because, for instance, for a player who's as good as Umshini, he's carrying extra weight for no reason. Ne? You look at Umshini, he looks like he's gained weight. He looks like he doesn't exercise at times. Because unomkhabu gain weight. Kumele ngabe lo muntu light mnandi ebholeni, mnikeza ibhola uzokukhombisa ngoba munandi Umshini. Umshini is a good player. Usweet word. Like mnandi ngepass, umnandi ngokuthena phakathi nabantu. Like imagine you watch uThemba Zwane what he's doing at AFCON and you like yazi Umshini does that. But the difference is uThemba Zwane is 34 and still working hard and still looking very good. But what is the thing? He is a hard worker. He works hard, he works on himself, and he's getting better and better. Obviously, he's getting older, but anyways. So, inking igcina basekutheni Umshini and it doesn't look like those. It just looks like those players when you look at Uhlanti. Like, abantu abazi ukuthi ngiyalazi ibhola, so they think they don't need to put in effort. But then, this is modern football. It's no longer just about natural talent only. It's natural talent plus hard work. I always say this, Uguti, Messi, there is no footballer there is no footballer who is anywhere near Messi in terms of talent, pure talent. But Ronaldo, because of the little talent, well, let's not little, the talent that he had, why amplifying ngokuthi asebenze kanzima. And by working hard, he's been compared to Messi. And now, valid, you can now put their stats side by side and say, people actually can have a point in this until you watch them play. Then you can see ukuthi Messi, the way that he can take the game and end up winning it for the team. Ubon ukuthi, yeah. And Ronaldo, on the other hand, now he will win the game for the team, but uzo win a boxing. Umesi uzo win game esuke sent untouched, ahamba ushaya goal. Ronaldo uzodla around the box ashaya goal. But he has learned ukuthi I must be effective in this final third, in just shifting the ball from left to right and taking a shot, or being acrobatic, or jumping higher than everyone else and being accurate with my header. So mshini mayenza le nto le ngambona ukuthi engenzani. Ngambona ukuthi wenzani. Unhlakanipho Mdulise ngishompilo mfethu, cha mina ngidlulisa kubonga umqeqeshi wethu ukungajahi izinto, kodwa ngiyakhala ngosamukelo zwana. Asimkhuliseni lo boy. And in fact, yazi Khosi, the other problem is that the more you don't play these boys, the more they lose confidence. Because you see it, man. You see it kumshini when he wasn't playing anymore. You saw it. And now you can see it as well kusamukelo. You can see it kumdu ukuthi not playing is actually affecting them. So abantu bangakusha bakushoyo, but these players are genuinely being affected by not playing. So nami ngiyakhala ngosamukelo Shema, I won't lie to you. Who played is saying the reason you don't support Barcelona anymore is because ukhathele induku. No, that was when they were winning, funny enough. That was when they were winning, when they still had Neymar, Suarez and Messi. Like, they were still winning, but I was just like, you know what, I'm fine. I'm just going to stick to one European team. Utebo is saying, Pilos, we need a playmaker. Can Chiefs tell me, out of 4 million football players in a country with 60 million population, we can't find a playmaker? Where is our scouting team? You know what, I have someone, I won't say who told me Uguti Chiefs does not have scouts. And I believe him. Like, I believe anyone who's going to say Chiefs does not have scouts, because what is it that they do that proves that they have scouts? Because, I mean, really? You're telling me Uguti you can't find talent and nurture it, right? Because that Umdu can do that. Umdu has that ability to just turn Nabantu. Umshini has that ability. I mean, I could even make an argument. Usabelo Hatebe, even if you don't put muscle in that boy, but if you just put strength, Usabelo Hatebe, Ugutakwas ukuba strong enough at least to protect the ball. What he can end up doing for us, even if he's not necessarily creating 20 chances per game, but he might create 1 or 2 chances and win 25 fouls because Bazom fouler, because of his small body, but he knows how to protect the ball. And then we get chances closer to the opponent's 18 area, which is, by the way, how we're winning against when we had to Baxter, because we're winning a lot on set pieces. That man had to Tefuma Shamaite, Umatoho, no Moken Goldie play in one match. I was like, I know Coach Lawyer was something else. So I think it's not just about finding talent, because we have talent. I think it's about nurturing the talent. And that is exactly why I have a problem with Johnson becoming the senior coach, because his main thing was to go and nurture the talent in development. But now he's being put in the senior team. So now that means we must find someone else who can do the job that Johnson was hired to do. Eunjabulo is saying, I think we didn't give Kompela a chance. Had we waited, I would like to see Gavin Hunt coming back. He really did well in Kev. Gavin Hunt is effective. Gavin Hunt is effective. He knows how to win. And that's one thing that I respect about that man. Like, even with Super Sport right now, you can see he just knows how to win. It's not even like that deep. You can say, is there a clear style of play, offensive? No. Agna offensive football, Hunt just knows how to win. Because the main thing Hunt is that let's not concede. And if that's your game plan, you are likely going to win many games, because if your main game plan is let's shut up shop at the back, and then the other team that you are playing against ends up getting frustrated, losing discipline, and then that's where Gavin Hunt says, let's blow them out of the water. And then that's how teams get in trouble against Gavin Hunt's teams. As for Kompela and Jabule, yabona Mkabate, Kompela had 3 years. Like, he had a lot of time. Like, about the first season, I get it. You are usafund. Second season, win something with Kaizer Chiefs. Third season. But then again, as I said earlier on, if we're talking about Hunt, I mean, who's this guy? If we're talking about Kompela, because he says there was obviously brown envelopes given to players, then yeah, I get it. Because if he wasn't manipulated, then if he wasn't sabotaged, then we would have won something. So yeah. But that aside, you know you are being sabotaged. So why are you not countering the strategy of the sabotager, or whatever you call that? And then play the same kosingiphila kaye kuhamba noKigen and vele bahamba boba u2 beyele lapha kwamayimay bodla inyama. Next up is Utsebo saying Mark Williams had 16v no shoes, had 16v no shoes, no shakes Kungwane. Besuma had Boskara no Muki. Shalulile has Mshishi. Diaz has Abo Salah. Ronaldo had Abo Modric. Chiefs needs to goal out for 2 playmakers. That is true. You look at these teams that are scoring, like even Haaland right now at what's the name of this team? Manchester City. Haaland has who? He has De Bruyne. And when De Bruyne disappeared, City for me a bit, because this season hasn't been playing, and I don't think they've been on top of the league, or maybe earlier on, and then Tottenham took over, and then it was Liverpool, and then Arsenal, then it's Liverpool now again. But now, since De Bruyne is back, all of a sudden people are shaking, because it looks like these guys might just cause trouble once again. Please like the video, please like the video, please like the video. And then Nkulego is saying, Mnampilo, I always say, as long as we have Mart and Ox, no midfield functionality, I think we must put dynamic players in the middle. You know what? This is what I always say, man. Uguti, yes, I agree. We need more creativity in that midfield. But I also say, since you already have these players and you are insisting to play them, then don't use them as creative players, right? Because we're talking about how Abo Mart, they are hard workers. That's his like main thing that people who support Mart starting talk about. He's a workaholic. Okay, fine. Let's use him like how Liverpool used Wijnaldum. Make him mark. Akbo msebenzi yakho ukuthi uyamark. Frosler is a better bowler in the final third. Let him go and affect the game up there. Play a left back like Marciano, who's not a left back, but Uhlantina is not playing like a left back either. Play Marciano, aga overlap na pambil. So effectively, up front, we'll have our 3 forwards. We'll have the full back, Frosler on the right. We'll have another full back on the left. Who's this guy? Marciano. So we effectively have 5 people in the front line, and then just behind them you have Umshin, and then Ox no Mart, since you're insisting on playing both of them. Bona balinde ukugada ama-count, because you have the 2 center backs sitting at the back, and then you have Ox no Mart nabo waiting to break down ama-count, because that's their work on it. It's to run, it's to recover the ball. Do that, because if ungafuni ukudlalisa more creative players, then the players that you are using, understand them, understand the system that is better suited for them. Don't just play a person who's good defensively, but ask him to be more offensive. Utsepo is saying, can Chiefs check when is Tinkler's contract ending? You know what? I would say Utinkler is one of those coaches once again. I think he's comfortable enough at Cape Town Spurs. I think he has an understanding and a relationship with that management. And I think where they are going right now about Tinkler, he's that kind of coach. Oh, muntu a project. Like Steve Barker. Muntu a project. Lapha kwi Stellenbosch. Okay, I'm here. This is the team I'm coaching right now. And I'm going to continue coaching these guys. I understand the environment. If you go to Chiefs, what's going to happen? There's a lot of things that have been said about Chiefs. Some of them are true, but some of them are true. Chiefs in a volatile situation where the fans, if you lose 2 games, if they do it, a stable job should leave. Now, man, just fast. So I don't think any coach, it's a good idea to just come to Chiefs. And then actually tried. There are two coaches who played Chiefs' way. He wasn't kicking it. Kompela tried. The team must be well balanced, and it wasn't. Zwane also tried, but the problem once again is that he realized that the players he had were not good enough, so he had to revert back to Makita Spegan, which was bad for him because he had criticized Makita Spegan. And then Umpumelelo is saying the problem with our midfield is that we judge them how busy they are and not the game-changing stats such as interceptions, assists, passes into the final third. We say energetic players are our best. Yes, I saw a video by Michael Owen saying in modern football, you don't need to be special. Now all you need is to just be able to run. And that is true. If you watch English football or any football, really, look at players like Habo Isco. They are not surviving in the game. Mesut Ozil, they are not surviving in the game. Why is that? Because Labo number 10, you can't even classify De Bruyne as a number 10 anymore. Very offensive foot is very creative. Since Laba, they're outrunning everyone. Then, so yeah, the ability that Calvin is going to head coach. True. I OCD at times. I want people. What is happening with my stream? Think about it. You did go to a big team, and then when you got there, it didn't work out. So why would you want to go to another big team? Lego is saying those coaches are they bad for Kaizer Chiefs Football Club? They're not playing Kaizer Chiefs football style. So to me, are useless at Chiefs and they ruin the club. Man, I would say that the club ruined the club by hiring the coaches who are not well suited for the team. And then Umvu is saying biggest fraud they hired was Baxter. And then Umvu is saying Baxter preferred Nkata over Machoro. Unkata wenza lento lena ebangwayo right now. There is a debate ukuthi Bafana Bafana, and the answer is he hold up player. But the tall tool are saying the problem can't be coaches all the time. If our coaches don't get even 2 full seasons to get their players and implement their philosophy, there is no stability. I agree with you. We need stability. We need to give a coach time. But realistically, this is modern football. You don't get time anymore. Like, look at Ange Postecoglou at Spurs. I'm going to keep on referring to him. Comes in within a few months, you can clearly see what he wants to do. So you can't come to Chiefs, be clear for a whole season. And you can't come to Chiefs and not win. That's like punishable by bottles thrown at you, unfortunately. But I fully agree with you. You need stability. Tsepo is saying Hunt has unfinished business with Chiefs. Every time he speaks about Chiefs, he gets emotional. I see him coming back one day, assisted by Kuhn and Park. Hey, that would be fun. That would be fun. No hlanda ngaba kwi technical team yakhe because ngathi uyamthanda. That is true. I've heard him talk about Chiefs ukuthi yeah, usekhona lapho ukuthi he knows he was done wrong because he didn't even get to sign players, yet he got sacked. Urendan is saying Gavin Hunt should be given another chance and Chiefs management must give him full control of the team. Yabona on giving him another chance, I was about to say they might, and then you said give him full control. I'm like, my brother, my Khosi, that's not happening. No one is getting full control of Chiefs. No one. Upobi made it clear it's a family business. Umkone Thabo is saying Pilo management and coaches must complement each other because Chiefs have been running club without structure for a long time. Coaches came with their philosophy, not Chiefs. Now we have problems. Exactly. The problem is that Chiefs also didn't have a philosophy, if we're being honest. All Chiefs knew was winning. It's just that now, in recent years, now questions are being like, what is your philosophy? Because I feel like when you have Uskara Ngobese in your team, when you have Ushuzu Musheu, sometimes I don't feel like you need to coach those guys. They're just good naturally. Like they can take one player on, pass the ball to Mbesuma tate 3, ashai goal. There are no tactics sometimes involved there that much. They just do the whole thing and win. And then, okay. Mpumelelo is saying I'm breaking up. It makes sense. That's why so many people left the stream at that time. I must find a way of fixing this. I don't know what happened to my route. And then Utabo is saying coaches must add what they have to what structure team already have. Exactly. If you don't have a structure, bazo etapi. That was the main problem. Guti, Chiefs did not have a sporting director who was going to say, this is the vision, this is how we want to play, implement this. And also, even before they say that to a coach, you go out, you look out there, you like, which coach is doing what we want to do? So then you can bring them, and then once they come to the team, you don't have to tell them what to do because they already do that. But Chiefs brings people about defensive, if not about offensive. And then Utsepo is saying Chiefs need to hire a new football manager who will oversee the signing of players like Bosink Imnisi, Floyd Mbele type of managers, not them. But if family business, it won't happen. That is just facts. Who played is saying full control of the team, never, and that's why we can't learn pizza. Like, that's why they didn't even bother to get to pizza. So that is Chiefs for you. I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys, and I will try from time to time. Maybe I will set a day where we'll just do our live streams and then interact like this, because I prefer this, to be honest. I would rather do this than make these other videos. This is more interactive. But before Ngvala, this last comment, Utsepo is saying these last 5 months, most players need to prove and play for their contracts and for the badge. They must go all out and die on the field so we can judge them, including Gonzalez, since he scored 3 goals. I think you are right. The problem is mentality abadlali be-Chiefs ikuphi. Right? That's the thing that always makes me question a lot of things. Why are they like this? What are they seeing that makes them comfortable? Ukuthi umdlali uyafika use comfortable etimini. What is making that? And we need to fix that, because every other player is going to keep on coming to the team and looking average, because there's a main problem that is not being solved in the team. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, remember, equals, I'll pay you more.